Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? We're playing Open Pango Arena. We're starting this pretty early because, again, last time I kind of messed up. Okay, it's fine. The pick screen is normal. Okay, so we know that. I don't know anything else yet, and I kind of want to figure it out. So let's pick Gyrocopter for now. Now, I don't know what is going to happen in here. Right? Like, I do not know exactly how this is going to play out, but I have an idea. And I wonder if my suspicion is true. Right? I wonder if my suspicion is true. Now, I don't want to spoil it, but we'll see. Anyway, come on, Nail. Pick a hero. Everybody pick the hero. Pick a hero. God damn it, Nail. Nail, please. Nail. Oh, Nail, please. There we go. It's taking forever. Everybody's already done.
Pangolier. I couldn't find Pangolier.
Why would you pick Pangolier? This is Open Pango Arena. What do you need Pangolier for? Okay. Now, as I've mentioned.
I just wanted to be double Pangolier.
Oh. Everybody has rolling meme.
Double roll people.
Oh. Is that it? That's disappointing. I thought everybody was gonna be able to just... It was always going to just be... Well, everybody has Pango Ultimate then. I thought everybody was gonna be put into forced movement, where you're always moving and everybody is always Pangolier Ultimate in terms of how you move. But I guess this is just everybody's Pangolier without sound effects, which is kind of less impressive. Okay. Can you level this up? Oh, it's automatically leveled up every 10 levels. It ends up having a 20-second cooldown at max level. Aww. I think this is the entire thing. I'm a little disappointed now. Because, again, my suspicion was... Because I had talked to Mushroom about this, right? That... What he should do is he should make it so everybody is always forced into movement. And you are forced into Pango movement. So when you're like... You just have to always move with it. I think that would have been really funny. But, I mean, I guess this is what it is. Thinking of the ability I came up with yesterday, well, I came up with it a little bit ahead of you already. I just don't tell you that because, you know, I thought you came up with a cool ability. The fact that I already came up with it doesn't make any difference there, does it? Nice. Well, I wonder who's gonna win this, actually. Nail is looking pretty good right now. Yeah, Nail got it. Oh well. Fucking BM. Okay.
Good luck out there.
By the way, this hero's the best farmer in the game. I'm gonna just go ahead and use this for farming. Is that okay? That's actually kind of really good. Alright, alright. By the way, I think this is a prime example of how much of an impact, or like this shows really well, just how important sound effects are to a game. Right? Because like this Pangolier Ultimate doesn't have any sound effects, and isn't it just awkward? It feels really, really awkward. Alright. Oh. That lagged a bit. Yeah, anyway. With Gyrocopter, the best thing to do is to just kind of sit back near the fountain. You farm so fucking well here. And you just kind of get big. Like really big. Really quick. You know, every time the flat cannons have cooldown, you use that to get, you know, big hits in on all of the creep camps. And that's really all you need to do. Like, you don't have to actually you know, kill them. You just kind of slowly work on them. Only thing that's really important to keep in mind is that if there is a satyr camp, you kill it. Or not a satyr camp, but like a satyr. You know, the guy that gives the creeps regional. Okay, this is kind of sick, actually. Okay. Turns out that gyrocopter. By the way, I did pick gyrocopter with kind of thinking that, you know, we might be moving a lot. With PANGO forced movement. So, you know, like rocket barrage and agonims and all of that stuff should work pretty well. Okay. Oh. Oh, glyph doesn't work? Oh, I gotta buy a ward then. Luckily nobody buys wards anyway, so it's not like I'm kind of wasting one. It's not like, you know, I'm taking anything from my team. Nobody buys wards. It's fine. Okay, let's get this. And another one. And we've got stats. Oh, we are so fucking big. Oh, you not just need some items. I dare you, I buy wards all the time. Okay, people start buying wards, but they don't keep buying wards. It's a very common thing. It's interesting that it gets automatically leveled up every 10 levels. You know, that kind of makes me think. So, I watched this like interesting talk recently about kind of like how do you deconstruct games to a certain extent. And basically the main message that was being sent was question everything. Like basic designs that you could just consider to be part of the genre or the game without really asking whether or not they should be there. Ask if they should be there. I think that's like a really... Yeah. But what he meant with that, right, what the guy giving the talk was talking about, was that, for example, stuff like leveling up. You know, in Dota you level up by getting experience, right? And then you level skills individually, you have that decision. But this ability you don't have a choice, you just, as you hit level 10 it levels up. And that's kind of different, and I don't know if it's better or worse. I mean, it's probably worse, honestly, but... I just think it's like an interesting thought to like want to even deconstruct those kind of things. Right, and then of course somebody brought up boots. Boots is absolutely a great example. Should boots be a thing?
Gas.
I mean, we can have nails sing it. I don't know if that's fine. Hey, thank you, Angry Chicken. You're also a potato face. Appreciate that. Okay.
Sunrise, get here. Nice.
Yo, what's up? So this resets in duel? No, it doesn't. Still an ultimate. Okay. Can I attack? I don't think you can attack during PANGO Ultimate, can you?
Our Ricky's an Ardo. How fun.
Okay. Just kind of deal with this guy really quick. Got it. Get Aghanim's? Oh, I am getting Aghanim's. What do you think I'm buying you? I am definitely getting Aghanim's. But yeah, and like kind of deconstructing things. So I've been thinking a lot about that for standalone, right? I've just been thinking a lot about that. What aspects of this genre are so established that you wouldn't really question them. And then what aspects have been questioned and should they have been? And that second one I actually think is a really interesting question. And it goes back to probably the thing I've been thinking more about than anything else. Strength, agility, and intelligence. Do you guys think strength, agility, and intelligence should exist? Should that be something that is in Dota or in standalone? And it's just because really it doesn't serve a purpose, right? Strength and agility just repackage other stats. Strength, agility, and intelligence just repackage other stats. Instead of saying you gain 20 strength, I can say you get 400 HP, a little bit of status resistance, and that's it. Where I know like some health regen or something like that. I could say that. Now, admittedly, I think strength, agility, and intelligence are incredibly flavorful. Right? There's a ton of flavor that comes with having those stats. Really, really good flavor too. Right? Because if I say strength hero, right, everybody already immediately gets an idea of what kind of hero I'm talking about. And that's really good. That's a really, really good thing to have. Then everybody, without even seeing the hero, as soon as I say it's a strength hero, people have an idea. You know, for strength hero, you usually expect somebody like a little bit slower, like bulky, has a lot of HP, can take some hits, wants to be in the front line, you know, throws out a bunch of scary spells. Like, that's what you expect. Now, when you say agility, you expect somebody more agile, somebody that's more about attack speed. And that inherent attribute of like immediately having an idea of what kind of hero this is without actually seeing what the hero is really good. Like, that's a great thing. Right? Like, that is super awesome to have.
A question for the ages. Why is Gyro an old man, and not the stereotypical young and hot pilot you see in movies? Were they trying to break the stereotype?
I don't know.
I have the VA pack for Disassles. Shall I just increase my pledge to €70 to get both the English and German version, or how can I get both with the value pack?
Yep, that's pretty much it. That's exactly what you want to do. No, like, that's 100% exactly what you want to do. You want, if you're looking to get both the English and the German version, you want to increase your pledge level to €70, right? And then we'll send you both. Got it pretty much exactly right. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot about strength, agility, and intelligence. Right? Because I think there's a lot of value to just having that. And another thing, it just works well with helping people categorize heroes. Right? So if I present to you 90 heroes. Right? I present to you 90 heroes. Right, you start up the game, you start up standalone or Dota or whatnot for the first time, and you see there are 90 heroes there. I mean, that's a lot of heroes. That's kind of a bit overwhelming, isn't it? But what if I present to you 3 times 30? Right, I give you 30 agility, 30 intelligence, 30 strength heroes. All of a sudden, that just seems a lot more manageable, doesn't it? So the advantages of intelligence, the advantages of primary attributes, essentially, is it gives the heroes an immediate identity, and it reduces the amount of kind of like choice immediately. And that's a good thing, right? Because like it kind of makes the game feel less overwhelming without actually taking anything away from the game. Because you're just able to easily categorize things. So that's really good, right? And those are good, strong aspects that speak for it. What speaks against it? Like, what is something that would make me say, oh, I don't actually want to have, you know, primary attributes? Well, they are unnecessarily complicated in many cases. Because in the end, they mean nothing. Also, I've got level 3 rolling meme. Let's go! Oh my god! No, Satsa, get back here! I can shoot you! I can shoot you while rolling! You can't handle this! Oh, there's a boat up here now. That's really cool. Oh, that's actually hella sick. I've never seen that boat before. That's a sick boat. Oh. Right, but they are more complicated than just having the stats. And it can be a little bit more overwhelming. But then again... So, by the way, I probably started out... I think when I started having this discussion, right, I probably sounded like I was on the side of, oh, well, they're not good, they gotta go. But here's the thing. I'm actually not on that side. I am on the side of, no, I actually like them. I think they gotta stay. The reason why I like them is because an item can say, let's look at Skadi. Right? Skadi gives plus 25 into our attributes, 225 health, and 250 mana. Okay. I mean, that's super straightforward. That makes sense to me. 25 into our attributes. Okay, cool. So I know what it gives is it gives a whole bunch of attack speed. It gives a little bit of damage, right? It gives me some additional HP from that, some status resistance, some like some mana, right? Some mana regeneration. And if I know where to take... If I were to take Skadi and break it down into the individual pieces it gives, I feel like the ability just becomes much less easily consumable than it currently is. Also, you guys just got so fucking wrecked. Let's go! Oh my god. Let's go. Right, but it becomes really easily consumable. There isn't just a huge... If I want to write out everything that Skadi gives me, then it's just so much. It's a huge list. Right, let's compare that to a different... Let's look at... what's an item that just writes out everything it gives? Here. Well, not even Spirit Vessel. Like an item that doesn't give any attributes. Generally speaking, I think Dota does a great job, like Bloodstone, for example. Like, Bloodstone just gives you this. Right? But I think, generally speaking, Dota does a really good job of making the items be easily consumable in terms of what they... Like, Shiva's Guard doesn't give you this much mana regeneration, this much spell amp, and this much armor. Instead, it just gives you this much intelligence and this much armor. You kind of see where I'm coming from here? Is this making sense? Easily consumable axe. Now, axe is actually the hardest thing to consume. Holy crap, what's going on over there? Wait, do all of the meepos have Rolling Thunder? Is that a thing?
No, only my main one.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
All meeples have maxed out abilities though, which is also kinda good.
Nice try. Oh, man. Alright. I think to have everything attributes give without having attributes. Matt, can you rewrite that sentence without having a stroke while you're doing it? That would be great, because that just makes no fucking sense. I think to have everything attributes give without having attributes. Oh, actually, never mind. I am just bad at reading. You're fine. I think to have everything attributes give without having attributes would make for a very long description. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Well, an attribute is actually easy to get a feel for, which is all most players will care for anyway. And here's another thing. Remember when I said that saying I have an agility hero or a strength hero gives you an immediate impression of what that hero is, and gives you an immediate feeling for what you can expect from that hero. It also makes it so that if you have items categorized into attributes, which is what Dota has, then it immediately feels like, okay, I can... Well, I don't know what this hero does. Right, like as I'm playing for the first time. As an agility hero, I guess I'll get some agility items. Right, and honestly, most of the time, it's not gonna be too far off target. And most of the time, that'll work out reasonably well. I mean, it may not be perfect, but it's also not going to be the worst thing ever done. Right? And that's kind of the point. Okay, I gotta kind of get out of here. Dude. Gyro's just really dumb. Gyro's just really fucking dumb. Oh, I died to the offside penalty. Feels bad, man. Right? And that kind of makes it fit a bit easier. Now somebody actually brought something else up. Right, Borgen Soul. But what about a fourth attribute? Or maybe only having two? That is actually something I was considering.
Attributes now. Time to buy explosive attribute and salt attribute to maximize my techies gameplay.
Hey, Buddhist. Right, but what about, let's say we have, just hypothetically, right? So let's say, I think we can all agree we like attributes. I think attributes are kind of cool. But why do we have 3? Right? And this is what I meant when I said deconstruct everything. What if instead of just having strength, agility, and intelligence, we had, for example, strength, agility, intelligence, and charisma? Now that would kind of throw everything for a loop, wouldn't it? Like, what would this new charisma attribute be? What would it be defined by?
Wait, it's not just feeding.
But
Oh wait, no, he's trying
wouldn't
to
it be kind of
stay
interesting?
in our phone using like Sprout to deny Mountain Mission. That's kind of cool actually.
I don't know. Strength, perception, endurance. Well, I just use charisma as an example. Like, I think the fourth attribute, assuming we have a fourth attribute, it should be something that is less about body and more about the mind. Right? So in physical tabletop RPGs, you have charisma and wisdom. Right? So maybe it should be one of those two. Right? Because you don't have agility, but you've got dexterity, which is the same fucking thing. Right? So you've got dexterity, you've got strength, usually you would have constitution, then you would have charisma, wisdom, and intelligence. So we've got strength, dexterity, and intelligence. So it would make sense to have like wisdom or charisma, but wisdom is kind of really... You know, like wisdom is one of those things where people have a hard time defining it and understanding it as is. So I think it wouldn't actually really serve us the purpose of making things easier to understand. And that's the primary reason why we would even be doing it, right? Because we think it makes things easier to understand. So the thing that would make sense though is charisma. What would be a charisma hero on Dota? Right, think about that for a second. Like, let's say we have a fourth attribute. What's a charisma hero? Chen. Chen is a great example. Chen is such a charisma hero.
Let's go.
Absolutely. I love Chen. Great. Chen is 100% absolutely a charisma hero. Right? And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's not even that absurd. It actually kind of works. And that's what I mean when I say deconstruct everything. Wisp. Wisp is a charisma hero. Absolutely. Right? And wouldn't that make more sense? Like, doesn't Wisp feel awkward as strength? Right? Doesn't Wisp kind of feel a little bit... Why is this hero strength? I mean, he's strength because, like, it doesn't really fit into any of the other attributes. So, to me, making Io, a charisma hero, would make perfect sense. Right? That fits super fucking well. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
That's fucking amazing, actually. Oh, man.
Let's go. So, I'm not saying, okay, don't take this as me saying there will be a charisma hero. Or there will be a charisma attribute. But I'm just saying that I'm gonna deconstruct this shit. And it might be interesting. Right? Because like right now we don't even know what charisma would really give you. But it might give you something. Anyway. So this kind of didn't go into the direction I thought it would, but I thought we had an interesting discussion anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. And that was Open Pango Arena.